Good morning, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing today? Pretty nice day in New York City once again. I'll tell you, the last few days, I knock on wood, have been very, very cool here. Very nice. Maybe the afternoon, of course, it gets a little bit warmer, but in the morning, it's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful for a nice day to go walking around and all of that. So I want to thank everybody for a really wonderful, great stream last night with the panel. I want and thanking everybody that came on, and I really really appreciate it. Thank you. And today we're gonna start out obviously with the morning stream here. Then we're gonna have our post game, pregame. I always say post game first. Pregame at 4 o'clock to update the series and what's going on. Have a little chat, and then we're gonna go to Ken, the Ugly Truths channel, and he's going to do the play-by-play. Then we're going to come back here and we're going to do our post-game show. So that's all for today. Tomorrow tomorrow's going to be a nice special day. Tomorrow at 12:30, Evan, Ken, and myself will be broadcasting and talking about the Toronto Blue Jay game with the Pittsburgh Pirates. That'll be at 12:35. And then we take a little break, and we come back live with Evan and Jason Michaels, the former Philadelphia Philly outfielder. They are going to call the game. They are going to be like Michael Kay and Paul O'Neill. I will be in the background to say hello to everyone and all of that. So, and then we'll have a post-game show. So we have a lot going on. The only thing that I ask everyone is please, please, please press the like button, especially today, tomorrow. Very important. We have the giveaways going on with 500 subscriptions. Please, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Can't stress that enough. Just quickly, before I bring up Jonathan. Hey, Chef Nick, how you doing? Thanks so much. You made our stream so respectful, so good last night. Thank you so much. Charles, how you doing? I hope you're feeling much better. FJ, how you doing? Jeff in the chat, Bob Rizzo, Anna. Let's see who else. Connie, how you doing? Thanks so much. You did so much for the show. I really appreciate it. Teresa, how is the eye doing? How are you doing? A lot of people already here on the stream. Thanks so much, everyone. John Ferrazzo, of course, I wouldn't forget you. So before we go to the last night's scoreboard, which the Yankees did pick up some ground, let's go to the master of information and Jonathan. Jonathan, how you doing, big guy? You getting excited going away soon?
Yeah, I'm hoping the weather down there is cooperating.
Oh, sure. The weather right now in the city is fantastic. Really, really.
Where I'm going, they're bracing for a storm this week.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping that passes by the time I get there.
Right. Well, you're not going to. You said what, around the 25th or so?
In 1 week.
Great. Awesome. So, Jonathan, let's. Well, first off, we did get some good news. Rosario is coming back today. And I think that I guess Ascara is going to go down. That's one move. We're getting close with Cruz. That's another move. And who knows with Bird? Probably Bird will return before September 1st. So let's see how all of that goes. But the start of the Tampa, do you feel that the Yankees are finally taking that next step now with the few things they've been doing lately?
I think they've definitely improved, especially on the bases. They're doing something they haven't done all season, which is run the bases, trying to steal more, making the pitcher more uncomfortable. Before this, the pitcher was too uncomfortable. I mean, when you don't have the pitcher looking over his shoulder to first base and focusing on the batter, he's more likely to pitch well.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I do want to welcome a new person in the stream. Love the name, Sweet Baby Jesus. How you doing? Hope all is well. Please subscribe, Sweet Baby Jesus. We'd really appreciate that. We do have a morning show. We have a pregame and a postgame, and we do live game. We're doing certain live games here all the way through to the end of the season. So please tell everyone, Yankee fans, baseball fans, let us know games that you like us to call. If we can, we will. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Thank you so much. Well, they said they already did. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to us. Spread the word out. Richard, good morning. How you doing? Jonathan, tonight. What would you like to see? Do you like the top of the lineup now? That a little bit more consistent the way Boone's doing at this point. What do you like about it, and what would you?
Well, it's always important to have the same guys at the top of the lineup every day, with the exception of one day off on occasion. This is not the time of year to experiment with the lineup. You want the same lineup every day from today to the end of the year,
Yes,
with the exception of 40-man roster moves and occasional days off.
but I think everybody's convinced they all want Ben Rice in the lineup one way or the other.
Yeah,
This guy's
Ben,
got to
ben
play.
Rice, Ben Rice has to be in the lineup. I don't know why, how you don't get Ben Rice, and I don't know how Ben Rice doesn't get into the lineup at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not in the lineup, I don't get it. I mean, with his swing and everything like that, I just don't understand it.
Well,
I mean,
and
he's
and that
got to play.
and that is that has been the problem with Boone, though. Boone or whoever makes the lineup, because sometimes we know it's not Boone.
Yep.
If you don't continue to have a guy hit while he's still hot, he will get cold, and by the time the playoffs come, he will collapse.
Yeah. No question about it. And another guy who's making a lot of noise and it says he's going to bring a lot more to the table is Jose Caballero.
Yeah.
That's another guy right now is deserving. He's been, what is he, 5 for 16? He's stolen, what, 5 bases already? He's running away with the stolen base crown. He
Well,
brings
that crown was a very low bar to pass on the Yankees.
well, yeah, no, I know. But listen, anytime you could come in and take a page out of Tampa Bay's book, I'll take it. I will take it. 100%.
Well, the thing is, the way this outfield is right now, I will repeat what I said on the last game. I think Jason Dominguez could get traded in the offseason.
Well, I think that's going to be with a lot of the decisions to make. I personally feel that without a doubt, Cody Bellinger's coming back one way or the other. If he doesn't, I believe, like what Ken said from The Ugly Truth, he said, then more than likely we'll welcome back Trent Grissom. But will the Yankees go 3, 4, 5 years with Grissom? I'm not sure about that.
I told him, and I'll tell you, I would offer Grisham a qualifying offer.
Oh, yeah, they're probably going to do that. I don't think he's going to take it, but at least they'll get a player in return. I think what's going to scare the Yankees, in my opinion, is those years that he batted 201, 220. I think that's going to scare them to give him a 3, 4, 5 year contract at hundreds and millions of dollars.
Well, the other thing is they have Jones also, so they can afford to. If Grisham chooses to walk, they have another guy to replace him.
Yes, yeah, no question about it. I just don't see like you say with Dominguez. I They've got to get somebody really good for him, Jonathan. I'm telling you, we're making a huge mistake if we let him go. He's got a lot of speed. He's got spunk. All right, so he'll learn the outfield. The man is young. How many times did the Yankees get a chance to bring somebody up that's 21, 22, 23 years old? Let him flourish a little
Well,
bit.
they have all the chances they want. The problem is they don't let them play on the consistent basis.
Exactly. And
So
that's got to change.
the chances are not the problem. The playing opportunities are the problem.
Right. 100%. 1,000,000%. Just quick answering a few people here. Richard, I did get your email. I did respond to you. Thank you so much. We could always talk about that later. FJ, letting Dominguez go wouldn't be Cashman's first mistake. Charles says they can't give up on Dominguez.
Cashman's first mistake, and he admitted this, was trading. What was his name? In '98, they traded the third baseman.
98.
Yeah,
Mike Lowell.
Mike Lowell.
Okay.
Mike Lowell was Brian Cashman's first mistake, and they traded him. They traded him for nothing. They got nothing back from him.
Yeah, they got like a pitcher from the Marlins, and he ended up to be nothing. But he did make up for it because he traded for Scott Brosius.
They already had Brosius.
Well, they already had, yeah, but I'm just saying they traded him because of Brosius, and they were both, and Brosius was already on a bad year from the year before. So he took a chance, and it actually washed itself out. Now, I know Lowell was a bad idea. I mean, he came back to haunt the Yankees every time he could, so, yeah, and Charles is saying, guys, you can't give up on Dominguez. And I agree. I mean, listen, it's good to disagree, Jonathan. I have no problem. We have no problem with that. He's a talent. I don't care what anybody says. He has not been utilized right, guys. Not right now. He needs to play. If he was on another team like the Marlins or Colorado or, the A's, any of these players, I'm telling you, he's going to play every day and he's going to flourish. And, listen, there was a great article, as always, on NJ.com this morning, and says the Yankees have it all there for next year, all there. It's proven that they get at bats for all these guys. So don't make the mistake and trade away 1, 2, or just let everybody walk. Don't do it, because right now the Yankees are in the best situation in the offseason than a lot of years in the past years, because they don't have to worry about the bullpen, although there's a lot of guys they could probably sign. The starting pitching, especially if they get a healthy Cole back, is going to be fine. So that's a lot less stress on the team. Now you concentrate on first base. What are you going to do at first? Are you going to ask Bellinger to come from the outfield to play first base?
Well, they have Rumfield, who they need to protect.
I know, but the Yankees. If it's not like a household name,
well,
I don't know. That's the problem.
Then that is their problem. Maybe that has been the problem of getting to the World Series. Just because it's not a household name doesn't mean this player cannot help you. They spent 15 years doing the same thing without going to the World before they made another World Series. Maybe household names are something they need.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, but I just don't see the New York Yankees having a first baseman like Runfeld. I maybe as a backup, but they're gonna have a sexier name in first base, Jonathan, because it's a key spot. I mean, there's got to be a reason why they haven't brought this guy up already. I
Well,
mean,
he's not on the 40-man roster.
yeah, well, they need to do something about that. Otherwise, he's going to walk. He's definitely going to work. Oh, that's the problem. So I don't know. I mean, it's one half dozen of the others with the, but you know what? That's what that it's going to be telling who they bring up for the two players on September 1st.
Well, in regard to Rumsfeld, what I think when Goldschmidt becomes a free agent, I think Rumsfeld is going to take his roster spot for the Rule 5 draft.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're right. I mean, I mean, obviously, listen, if Paul G will take a lesser contract and he's willing to be like a player coach, I would love to bring him back. I would not mind to bring him back, one iota.
They cannot. There is one move they could make right now that could bring Rumsfeld up. Is they can DFA Braden Shoemake and put Rumsfeld on the roster.
Well, they also have who's that speedy outfielder they have in AAA that they got? He's a light hitting, but he's fast as heck. I forgot. I can't think of the name right now. I think he was on Tampa Bay at one time, but he's on the Scranton outfield, and I don't know if he's a 40-manner or not. If he is, I would take him off.
Ryan De La Cruz.
No, a much lighter.
Duke Ellis.
Duke Ellis. Is he on the 40-man?
He's not on the 40-man.
Oh, okay. I mean, but they're going to have to. Oh, thanks, FJ. Yes, very, very good. You guys are on the ball. So, yeah.
Right now in AAA, he's batting .365 with 26 stolen bases and a .407 on base percentage.
This is Duke Ellis?
Yes.
Wow.
He's played 47 games, had 126 at bats, 46 hits.
Wow.
So he might look. He's hitting
the speed they may not. If they didn't have Carolero, I think they might have brought him up. So that's why I think that Spencer Jones has a much better chance of coming up. But if they didn't have Jose, I bet you they would have went that route. And they don't exactly have the greatest pitching down there, but
yeah, they have Slater. They still have Slater.
Right.
The only thing they can do if they want to bring him up is put Slater on the 60-day IL, which I think Slater is scheduled to come back soon, from what I was told.
Yeah, FJ, Spencer Jones, Jonathan had just said he's not on the 40-man roster, but the Yankees are going to they have to find a way, without a doubt. And also, our co-host in the morning is ready, able, and willing, a play-by-play man who's going to be pretty busy the next couple of days. And there he is. How you doing there, big guy? What's going on?
Hey,
Good morning.
Morning, guys. Doing well today.
How's it going? Oh, it's so funny. You have right on your nose. There's a sunny spot, and it looks like you have whipped cream. And you look like Bozo the Clown right now. So just playing with you. But shine in a little bit. I didn't realize that Ellis had some really good stats. I mean, what were they? I mean, they can only bring up two guys. So let's take a guess, guys. And you in the chat, everybody. Yankees are allowed to bring up. Everybody's allowed to bring up two guys.
That is one thing that I want them to change. I would like them to expand the roster from 28 to 32. I would like a little bit more than 28.
But you know why they did that? Because they want to speed up the game, which I don't think any of this is speeding up the game.
It's not speeding up the game. They already sped up the game with the pitch clock, with the how many times you can talk with the pitcher. You don't need – look, when we go to all of us go to a baseball game, we're spending $100 to $200 per person for the ticket, for the food, for the train ride, parking, whatever. Do you really want to sit there for 2 hours and then leave? That's the only problem with the way they're speeding up the game. You actually want a little bit longer so you enjoy the game. You don't spend nobody wants to spend 2 hours in traffic to get to the game, to sit there for 2 hours and then to leave for another 2 hours in traffic.
I don't think it goes by that fast.
You understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get
You
it.
don't want the game to go too fast, and that's the other problem.
Yeah, it certainly makes sense, but I don't think they're speeding up the game that much at all.
And that's why when they did the pitch clock, I would have kept it at 20 seconds instead of lowering it.
I do notice on that pitch clock that some go to 0 and they're just winding up, so they got to be a little bit more mindful, and they're going to have to give it out. Because something, I've caught it. I mean, I've stopped the play. I've looked at the replay, and they're at 0, and they're still not ready to throw the pitch. And that's wrong of the umpires. They got to be fair and mindful. I mean, they do it like when they feel like doing it, and you can't do that. You have to that arm has got to be ready to throw. And I've seen it. I've seen it at least 5 times that they should have gotten a violation and they didn't. And then sometimes they do it early and they're wrong. So that's a big problem. That's a big problem. And in the playoffs and the World Series, that's a big thing you have to look out for. And that's what concerns me. And of course, what I don't like is that phantom runner as we're getting close to all these games that are so important. That one mistake, that one thing with a man on second, nobody out. Right now, you've got to earn it to win the game. That's not earning it, in my opinion.
Yes.
You're 50% ahead of the other team. Yeah, they'll get their chance. But it's not right, especially the Yankees, that right now they can't put 2 hits together to score a run from second base. But they may have a couple of guys now like Rosario and Jose to move these guys, because you can't be selfish in the 10th inning. And I think the Yankees, for the most part, have been selfish because they're going for the big bopper. Look at these other teams.
And that's the problem. The Yankees too often, especially in the 10th inning, are going for the home run instead of moving the runners over. And that is one thing that the Yankees need to change, because all of the players, and I don't care what the analytics think, many of the players are trying to hit a home run instead of moving the runner over.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees have gotten away from the small ball, and that is wrong. The 98 Yankees, who won 125 games, did not have a player hit 30 home runs. Not one of those players on the 98 team hit 30 home runs.
Right.
Going back to that, and I'm not saying there won't be anybody to hit. There will always be Aaron Judge that will give you 40 plus. Mm-hmm. But not everybody is Aaron Judge, and you can't be Aaron Judge. Just like that one year that Torres had 38 home runs, and the next year he tried to do the same thing and he sucked. You cannot expect to hit 38 home runs when you only have 25 home run power.
Oh, you're right. You're 100% right. There's some mic noise or something in the background, guys. And I just closed the mic. Evan, I closed your mic and I don't hear it anymore. Is it coming from you?
Yeah, there's some landscaping going on. I don't think it would be that loud. Is that what you guys?
Oh, I hear it. Although they
Sorry
tell me I have dog ears, I hear everything.
Oh,
That's
about that.
that's sometimes a good thing and sometimes it's not. But
yeah, I
well,
hate
that's
that
okay.
noise
That's
too.
fine.
I hate it so much.
I totally understand. But yes. Hey,
Yeah,
Carl, how you doing? Welcome back to Oh, Carl says it was loud.
Yeah, sorry.
the realignment. I don't like the realignment.
Oh, the realignment
I don't
is
know how are they going to do that. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work.
It's a proposal right now.
no.
They want to put the Mets and the Phillies and the Yankees in the same division,
No, please
And the
don't.
Red Sox.
and the Red Sox.
That's crazy. That's you can win 100 games and not get in. No
Yeah.
way. That's ridiculous. They got to be out of their minds. This guy's got to go. I'm sorry. He's got to go as commissioner. They need new blood there. That enough's enough. Enough. He's done enough. He's done enough. It's time to move on with this. This is ridiculous. Realignment.
Yeah.
You're making tons of money here. Instead of realignment, tell those other ball clubs to spend their damn money. Stop with this.
That's why there has to be. That's why there has to be a salary floor.
Get to your
There
other.
has to
Get
be a
those
salary
owners,
floor.
and that's why there's going to be a strike.
Yes.
Get those owners. Listen,
And you already know the story about what Harper said to Manfred.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
we
if
don't
I
want-
repeat that, I'd probably get banned from YouTube. But I'll let Harper do the talking.
Well, one way or the other, they have to do that because something's got to be done with this guy. Enough already. Put pressure on the teams that don't spend and teams like the Yankees that pour the money in. These teams get the money and they put it in their pocket.
You know what I would do? What I would do? I would have a salary floor, and if the teams don't spend, they have to forfeit the revenue sharing money. They have to forfeit the revenue sharing money, and they might have. I would even penalize them in the draft, push them back 5 spots in the draft, take away some of their international bonus pool. You know, do some type of penalty just like they have for teams that overspend.
Yeah, well, I listen. I just blame. First of all, like I say, the commissioner's got to put his foot down, and the office has got to take those teams and say, listen, if you don't spend, especially in the wintertime, we're going to have a big problem here because. Somebody like Steinbrenner or the Met owner, there's no reason that he's got to shell out all this money for what? So
Yeah.
somebody else can go in and go buy a yacht? Somebody else can go fly a plane? No, if you don't want to spend, get out of the game. Just get out of the game.
Well, I think the revenue sharing started in 2003. I think they have to get rid of the revenue sharing, honestly, because the teams are not struggling anymore. Every team is worth $2 billion or more. And the owners are not drowning in debt. Not in debt. It's not debt, but they're not drowning for money. They can all these owners have plenty of money. They don't need other owners' money.
No question about it. But they just need that. They need to just flourish it up, do something because these teams are pitiful. You play Colorado. I mean, Colorado wins once every 2 weeks. They got to do something with this. It's total garbage, and they just can't do it. They can't. Let's see.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. It's noise.
Let's see. Joshua Thompson, how you doing? If you're new in the chat, everyone, please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Press the like button on your way in and out. It takes a second to subscribe to NY Yankee Mania, please. We'd really appreciate it. We do have a giveaway going on for a 500 subscriber. We get to 500 immediately. Somebody's going to win. Third prize is $25. Second prize is $50, and the first prize, you answer that trivia question, you're going to win $100, and you'll get it right away in your Zelle and Venmo. If you don't have it, I suggest you download it if you think you're going to win, and then you can get rid of it if you want. But that's the easiest and best way, and you don't have to wait for anything. But we got to get to 500 subs.
Yeah, I probably have to get going soon.
Okay, well, then Jonathan, give your final thoughts and go ahead.
Well, I'm hoping the Yankees have a good series against Tampa. I'm honestly hoping for a sweep, but I'll take 2 wins. They're playing Tampa and Boston. Yeah, they're playing 2 against Tampa. I want a sweep against Tampa, and Boston they're playing 4. So I would like them to win at least 5 of the next 6 games.
Okay.
If not 6.
Do you see the Yankees winning tonight?
I need to know. I need Rodon and Baz. Yeah,
Yes.
I could see them winning. If the Yankees, the key to this game will be keep the Rays off them from running. If they can control the running game, they have a good chance of winning.
Okay. Well, Jonathan, thank you so much. If you want to come on for the pregame, postgame later on, let us know. And otherwise, we will see you tomorrow morning. You have a great day and enjoy the day. You take care. All right. So let's see here. So, big guy, your thoughts on tonight's matchup?
Yeah, Yankees against the Rays tonight. We should hopefully see Caballero play in this series. I know that they want to get Volpe back in the lineup, but in some way, if we can just find a way to get Caballero, maybe pinch hit if Volpe isn't doing well, and try to get him on base, try to get him in certain situations that he can affect the game. But overall, I'm looking at this series, and I think we need to continue to do what we've been doing in the past Cardinals series. I think that worked very well. Obviously, the Cardinals are not a great team, and the Rays are about level with the Cardinals as well, but they're in the AL East, and we struggle against teams in our division. So we just have to remain aggressive. The Rays are a little sneaky team that can be annoying at times. And how do we combat that? By doing the same thing. We have to have good pitching. We have to make the right bullpen decisions, and we have to play small ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree 100%. So I want to address a little bit of Richard's comment. He says I'm being a bit ridiculous with what I'm saying. It's not ridiculous, and you are definitely entitled to your opinion. The problem is it's not the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Mets' fault that these teams can't afford it. Find a way or sell the team. It's as simple as that. We're in big cities here. New York, Los Angeles. This is where it's at. Unfortunately, the other places, well, what are you going to do? If you can't afford it, you get out. Or tag team with another billionaire. Do something. But they're penalized, our ticket prices go up because the Yankees have a $350 million payroll, for God's sakes. Okay, you want the prices to come down? $150 million payroll, and the Yankees will never win. Is that what you want? Fine, then let's do it. Let's go to Steinbrenner and say, please, don't do that. Don't spend the money now. Keep it for the family. What do you want him to do? He has the money to do it. Yeah, you have to spend it. Look at the economy. Look at the way things are. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You either want a great team, a good team, and spend $300 million, But or do you want to? Unfortunately, these cities can't handle. Maybe years ago they could, but they're not in the stratosphere of the Dodgers, the Yankees, and all of that. It's unfortunate, and we feel bad. So team up with a billionaire, get some revenue, do something about it, make a television channel. You can do these things. I mean, I just, there's no other way to describe this.
Yeah, and we can look at cities like Miami and Colorado. Like these are like small market cities. When we compare them to New York, at least, obviously, we're going to attract more of a fan base up here, and because obviously we're New York and we have more fans that come to the games and are willing to spend a lot more money, and the tax money is obviously a lot more. So, of course, it forces the Yankees to spend more money and have a higher payroll. But I agree with you, Joe, that if the Yankees didn't have as high of a payroll as they did, I don't know if they would even be competing for a playoff spot, which is pretty sad. We have to be able to
now,
develop
so I brought up this point. Richard says, Joe, the ticket prices are cheaper for smaller market teams for fans' benefit because they have to. They have no choice. But you could rest assured if they brought in a $500 million player, you're not going to get that ticket price for the same amount. I mean, let's be realistic, Richard. I mean, come on. You know darn well if you have a business and let's say a bakery business and the flour goes up and the coal goes up and this goes up, you got to raise your prices. You have no choice. Mm-hmm. But if it doesn't, then you keep it the same way. It only stands to reason. If the Yankees didn't have a $350 million payroll, their hot dogs wouldn't be $20 a shot. But do you want to pay the $20 a shot, or do you want them to spend the money? It's two different things. Listen, you get to a point where these owners have to team up or sell. It only makes sense. If you can only generate whatever, $1 billion for the year, and that's not enough, well, do something about it. There's a lot of teams that team up that have co-owners to bring a shell of money. Or you can do like the Yankees. They have a lot of investors. So, I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, Richard, Giancarlo Stanton came to the Yankees, so that he added more and less on Miami. Have you ever seen, it's only time Miami has more than 20,000 people in there is when the Yankees go in, the Mets go in, the Dodgers go in. That's it. That stadium, you could sit anywhere you want. Look at that payroll. The Yankees could get 9 teams with that payroll. So, listen, everybody has their opinion, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But there are ways to fix this. New York is very competitive. The salaries will not come down. It just won't. It's too competitive. Now the Mets have a big owner, and he's willing to spend and spend and spend. Hal will spend within his means. He does make a lot of money, but he's got a lot of expenses too. He's paying for Yankee Stadium.
He has to pay his other stockholders who invest. So it's not just. It's hard for. We can see why Hal doesn't want to be like. Obviously, he doesn't want to be like the Dodgers, where he's deferring, all this money into the future. Which I agree. That's crazy. I would never want to do that. But the fact that you want to lower it that much, where you can't even pay for a $300 million player. I mean, come on, that's that's a little ridiculous. We're still the Yankees here. We should be allowed to do that.
You and another thing, you can't walk anywhere in New York City and not spend $100. No matter what you do, you go to dinner. Broadway, we won't even talk about. But any event, go to Miami, and ticket prices are smaller. Why? Why do people move from New York to Miami? For their health? Maybe. But it's to save money. If you can't afford it, you can't buy it. And if you can't afford to own the team, you've got to sell or get investors. That makes sense. And anybody will tell you that.
Richard, just look at the Dodgers. I mean, if we're brainwashed, look at what the Dodgers are doing now. That's ridiculous. And what the Mets are doing too. The Yankees should be what the standard is. If the Yankees want to lower it, then okay, fine. Then it's just going to be like the other teams, and that could be a little bit too low. But what the Mets are doing and the Dodgers are doing now, that's crazy. That's what you can call crazy, not what the Yankees.
I mean,
they're
going to be paying. They're going to be paying players well after we're gone from this world.
Still paying.
I mean, give me a
Bonilla.
break. Are you kidding me? There's just no rhyme to reason. There's no rhyme to reason. If you can't afford it, you have to sell. Or you get investors. New York, LA, Chicago, these are prime cities. And things just go up and up and up and up. Maybe in Miami it goes very little. Why do you think people are moving over there? Not because they're aging. There's plenty of people that I know that are 30 years old. They choose to move because they can't afford to be in New York. They can't afford to be in Long Island or Chicago. They have to go out there. Well, Joshua, it's not a hard salary cap. Baseball will never have they have it basically, the cone threshold, but it's a ridiculous threshold. Do I want a salary cap in baseball? No. Why? Because I'm a Yankee fan. Maybe if I was a whatever fan other than the Yankees, maybe I do want it. But you can spend, but it's got its complications, and the lower teams have to adjust to that. If they don't like it, they get out. Or tell the Yankees, don't spend any more, go to $100 million and see what happens. So, I'm not getting into the politics types of things, but all I'm saying is right now, New York is prime time, and so is LA, and that's it. But to keep bashing, this and that, the salaries have been out of whack for many years. Listen, I have tickets from 78, 77, 78. When the Yankee a box seat on top of the dugout was $11. $11. That's why George Steinbrenner was able to do it, because he had his backers and he had the money. But everything went up everything kept going up and up and up, and they wanted to be competitive. How do you go from a $300 million payroll and explain to your fan base that now you're only going to spend $100 million when Yankee Stadium is filled 45,000 every game? You can't. How do you justify that?
I mean, the ticket prices that we have to pay, you should argue that the team should definitely willing to spend more money, because the fact that we have to pay high prices for the tickets, for food, for parking, for all that, the Yankees should be willing to make a return on our investment and spend money on those players with the money that we're making them. So if anything, how would be disrespecting us by lowering the payroll? Then lower the prices then if you're going to lower the payroll, and if you want to have a salary.
Exactly. And there's no way the Yankees can lower this payroll. At this point, there's nothing. They have. If anything, unfortunately, they got to go up. And then nobody's forcing everybody to go to secondary and third parties to go be playing all these ticket brokers. That's another problem. They scoop up all the seats.
Yeah, it's all the corporate businesses. They all sell out the seats well before the season starts, and then what happens to the fan base? They have higher prices to deal with because the demand just keeps going up.
The only thing a regular fan can get in Yankee Stadium, basically, is upper deck, the outfield,
mm-hmm.
and a little bit of the third level, a little bit.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
And that's not bad. You can get them for $65, $75.
Yeah.
But go on the market. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It is.
Unless you're lucky and you know people that are going to sell you the ticket for the regular price.
Yep.
You can't slap on the wrist a Yankee ball club or a Met ball club or the Dodgers because they're a money pit. There's nothing you can do about that. And we should be happy about it. If you don't want to go to the game, that's what you have the Yes Network for. That's what you have all these platforms for. You don't have to go to 50 games. You go to a couple of games and you're happy. But you're never going to see it come down. It's not going to happen. And a salary cap, right now, a salary cap is going to be what? 285 million maybe? What do you think the salary cap's going to be? You think they're going to go, the Players Association's going to say, okay, we'll take $100 million. Yeah, right. Absolutely not. It's too far gone. Now you want to blame whoever you want to blame is one thing, but it's too far gone. These players now are hungry. They only play a certain amount of time and then they have to retire. And that's why it's out of whack. And there will be, and this is why now you can start blaming either the players or the owners. But there will be a lockout, guaranteed. And anybody will tell you that. Anybody that knows an ounce of baseball right now, there is no way that they're going to settle this. It'd be fantastic, but they won't.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely we might not see baseball in 2027.
Right. You guys didn't go through. I don't know who's been around for the 94 to 90 whatever lockout, 94. You weren't probably a lot of you weren't around for 1980. So I'm just saying you just have to and go forward. There's nothing we can do about this, but the prices are just going to go higher and higher and higher. Now, if you choose to buy a ticket, that's on you. If you want to go move to Miami, go see the Marlins, go ahead. And when the Yankees come in, but I got news for you. Every time the Yankees go in, they all hype their prices. So don't think you're going to get a $20 ticket on top of the dugout for the Yankees. That just triples and quadruples. Because everybody has, if you take a look at the full season for teams, you got your yellow games, you got your red games, you got your black games, you got your purple games. It's all different. It's all different. So just because they're charging, as soon as the Yankees come in, as soon as the Dodgers come in, it's triple the amount of money. And listen, it's crazy to keep going. We don't worry about the other teams. We're worried about the New York Yankees. Unless you're in the chat and you're worried about Miami, fine. And I sympathize with you. But this is the flow. Look at basketball. I mean, they have a salary cap. It's very hard to win. It's very hard to win a championship unless you have great people in that organization.
Yeah.
And New York, what they do is they get good people, but they go for the big stars.
In basketball, you're not always going to win with 3 superstars. I mean, you have to have a foundation of an organization first before you have to have homegrown talent. That's what I always say. Homegrown talent. I mean, yeah, if you're the Dodgers, you can just buy every superstar you want and win. Okay, fine. But if you're in the NBA with the salary cap, no, you have to develop these players and hope that they grow into homegrown stars, because other than the Warriors' big 3, you're most likely not going to win with a big 3.
Okay, well, now, so Richard says the Yankees and the Dodgers have destroyed baseball. First of all, the Yankees have been even-keeled the whole time. The Yankees haven't said one thing. They've paid their luxury tax. They do what they have to do, and there's no money that's owed 100 years from now. So that's one thing that I'll dispute. Because the
Dodgers are crazy.
The Yankees and the Dodgers. What about the Mets? $800 million for a player is not destroying the game? That's not destroying a game. Tucker is going to get $500 million from somebody, not the Yankees.
He's not even worth that much. He's good and all that, but $500 million, no, he's not worth that.
You know, I'm just saying. You know, it's different prices in New York because it's very, very, it's hard to live in New York. How many people are leaving? Yeah, Joshua says, okay, the Dodgers are everything that's wrong with baseball.
Yeah.
And the Yankees are trying to compete because they can compete. But they're not going overboard. I mean, it is overboard, but you don't see them going nuts.
Nope.
After that, there's a limit. Every year it'll go up or it'll stay the same. But
And
that's because they set a guideline. That's it.
And I don't think people realize this, but the Yankees did actually go over the luxury tax. And how really doesn't want to go over that? And look at the floor that we're spending at. It's definitely not at the level that the Dodgers or the Mets are spending at. That's for sure.
Well, we're going to bring in a new perspective and see what Nitin has to say. And our media, good morning, Nitin.
What's up?
Good morning, Nathan.
What's up, Evan? What's up, Joe? What's up, everyone in the chat? Good morning. Evan, I want to bring up the big 3 thing. Don't forget the Miami Heat, the big 3. They won a couple chips.
Yeah.
Along with the Golden State Warriors, and yeah, those are the only 2. Actually, Cleveland. You could put Cleveland in there too with Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love. They won the championship together. So those are like the 3 most recent big 3s that won the NBA championship. But like for example, take Denver for example. They had 2 stars only, but they won with the foundation of players. So,
exactly. Look at the difference. They all those teams that won championships, they had homegrown talent. A team like the Nets who just bought superstars, a team like the Suns, they're not going to win. There's no foundation.
Yeah. Or for example, like OKC, who won this year's championship.
Okay, exactly.
All homegrown. So I agree. I think and the NBA does a great job when it comes to. That's why having a salary cap is good sometimes. Having it in all sports. I don't know if baseball will do it, but I think they should consider it during the next talks of the CBA. They should consider adding a salary cap, in my opinion, because I think it will help all teams. It will help set their budget, especially for the Yankees. It will help them. But so I don't know what they're going to do for the next CBA talk. But the NBA, man, I'm telling you, you don't need stars to win in the NBA. You can build with the homegrown talent. And look, but teams have proven it. So
right, but and that's totally understandable. But the argument here is why are these teams spending so much money? And you could go to a Yankee game and spend you need your American Express Gold card, but you go to Miami and you could get the money out of your pocket. That's the argument here. That's the argument here. So, I mean, like I said, the way baseball's set up right now, it's either you like it or you lump it or you get a partner. That's it. If you can't afford it, then that's what's going, and that's why we're headed to a strike. There's going to be a lockout. It's definitely going to happen, guys. Hopefully not. And maybe they'll even change. Who knows what's happening with the commissioner next year? Who knows?
Yeah.
But the
I think
bottom
we need
line
to
is
replace Manfred. Yeah.
there's no ifs, buts, whens about
Maybe,
it. We're going on
maybe,
a rock.
maybe I should be the commissioner.
Yes.
I can make things. I can make things better.
For the players.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
Sorry, Jake. We're sorry if you got blocked.
What's up, Jake? Sorry, I don't know what happened. Sorry about that, but what's up, Jake?
Yeah, Jake and Dennis. Hey, Dennis, how
Yeah.
you doing?
Hey, Dennis. What's up, Dennis?
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah, don't worry, Dennis. We've got
Yeah, don't worry. We got it covered.
We're sorry. We don't like that at all. We don't
Yeah,
want that.
No,
yeah.
we don't want that, and by all means, apologies. Please
Yeah.
accept our apologies.
Sorry. Yeah, Dennis and Jake, we got it all covered, so everything is good.
The only time we will block is cursing and being very, very, very disrespectful
Uh,
to either anybody on the screen or in the chat. That's the only way that you'll get a timeout because I'm lenient, but don't push it. Don't push it.
Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe Joe's channel, Joe NYY Yankee Mania, and then Evan. Don't forget tomorrow night Actually, they're doing 2 play-by-plays, but tomorrow night we have a special one. Our producer Michael will be joining the show again, and he'll be doing the play-by-play alongside with Evan, and then it would be a great. So everyone, please tune in to that one. My team and I booked Jason Michaels for the show earlier, so go check out that episode, and then he'll be back tomorrow with Evan doing the play-by-play. So Evan, man, that's gonna be a fun one to watch. I can't wait. So please tune in, and Jason Michaels is a great guy to work with, and I think it should be a fun one for tomorrow. So stay tuned.
And also in the daytime, 12:35, we have Evan, Ken, and myself that we're
Ken
doing.
Don't forget Ken. Yeah, Ken will be on the afternoon, and along with Evan and Joe. Yep.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And Nathan, you're more than invited to come up and hang out. Stay with us and stuff, and look at we can answer chat stuff while the big boys are calling the play-by-play. So,
and guys, also stay tuned. My team and I are still working on more guests for this show, so stay tuned.
Well, thanks, Nathan.
We will.
That's all. That is definitely awesome. And the more the Yankees keep winning, the better off we are, right, gang? Right, gang?
Yeah.
Let's talk about let's stay with the Yankees now. We spent enough time on other people getting rich, and we make ends meet. Unless you guys in the chat, somebody's a millionaire. My heart goes to that's great, but we're all struggling, and we're yelling. We're discussing millionaires that just keep on making money, and I know it hurts us, but we do have a choice, guys. You don't go to the game. I know it's enjoyable, but it's also enjoyable. Get your family together. You have a big screen. Order some pizza. Make some pasta, and you can watch a beautiful game with your family. And you know what's good about that? If the Yankees lose or your team loses, you close the TV. You don't have to worry about nothing. And you just go about your business, go make coffee or whatever. You go to the game, you got to hear the fans, blah, 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 blah. You got to stay in traffic. So there's good and bad to everything. There's good and bad to everything. I'm not saying don't go to the game. But this is where it's at, guys. Either you could afford it or you can't. It's not going to change. It's only going to get, I think, higher. I'll give you an example. Look at the WWE. I went to so many WrestleManias. I paid sometimes as a reporter and sometimes as a fan. The most I ever paid was WrestleMania 3. Was $100. Do you know what WrestleMania is right now for the first few rows? $5,000. $5,000. Think about it. Oh, they let you take the chair home, by the way. So it's everything. Look at the food. Look at coffee pods. They just doubled. We got to. What are we going to do? It's either you accept
my
it
morning.
or don't.
Yeah, I did.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my morning. Sorry to call you off, but my morning is a workout. So there you go.
There you go. You know,
Went to the gym this morning.
We all got to be smart about things. You know, this went up and that went up. Okay. But what are you going to do? We're living. We're making a living. We're feeding our families, and that's the most important. Dennis says it's almost $20 for a Big Mac meal at McDonald's now. Yep. Well, that's just, unfortunately the sign of the times. What do you? I mean, do we like it? Of course not. And then you get a cost of living if you're a senior citizen of 2.3%, which is asinine, because that money is going to go for your Part B for Medicare if you're over 65. What good does that do? You know, if you turn around and you say you get 8% every year from your Social Security, okay, you can definitely live with that. But 2.5%, and then they want to go up on Medicaid Part B, and the only way you don't suffer is if your Social Security is through the roof or your pension. It's happening everywhere, not just in sports. The coffee, just the Lavazza coffee. Just to give you an example, I don't even mean the grinds. The coffee pods. If it's not on sale, it's $14 for 10 pods. 10 pods. That's insane. When it's on sale, it's $6.49. $6.49. Mm-hmm. You know, look at cereal. Look at there's the bakery called Entenmann's here in New York City. Most of you might have heard of it. I don't know if it's worldwide, and I'm not sure.
Entenmann's, yeah.
All right, so if Entenmann's is where, look at their just the chocolate donuts used to be $2.69. It's now $6.99, $7.99 to buy 6 donuts. It's insane. Mm-hmm. So it's not just in baseball; it's everywhere. Could you go to Broadway? You go to Broadway, you're going to spend $500. And you think I'm joking? You sit if you sit in orchestra, they're about 100, and that's being kind. 150, 200 a piece. You got to go parking if you're bringing a car. That's going to cost you at least $50.
Yeah, $40, $50.
Then you're going to dinner. What are you going to go to McDonald's before you go to a play? I doubt it.
You're going to a fancy restaurant, man.
Oh, forget it. Fancy restaurant? Yeah.
Lou says chocolate blackout cake was my favorite. Oh, yeah. Oh, they had the Metropolitan cake. They had eclairs. They stopped making the apple pies, the coconut custard pies.
Yeah.
And they're making all artificial stuff. The donuts don't taste the same. The cakes don't. And here's a perfect example. The small little pound cakes used to be $1.99. They're $4.99 now. You got to be kidding me. Something even a couple of years ago.
Delicacies, Joe.
Delicacy. Yes, Rich. New York City is on the decline because of high prices and the crime. No question about it.
Yep, that's true. Yep.
And I don't see it getting any better.
No.
And without putting politics into it, somebody's got to take us out of this realm. And when somebody tries, they get their hands tied.
Yeah, but what about this Yankee game tonight? Let's go. I'm excited. How are doing?
Yep. I think they're on the right track now. I think that they're gonna do a nice little winning streak, and they're gonna open up some doors here. And they're getting some players back. Unfortunately, Ascara went back down, as you mentioned yesterday. But they did get Rosario back. They should be getting
Rosario.
Yep. And hopefully in the bullpen, we're expecting a
Fernando
couple.
Cruz.
Right, but he's pitching terribly right now. So I don't know if that's just coincidence. He's working on something. I don't know. But another key factor is they got to. I mean, Max Fried has got to pitch a really good game sooner or later. If he doesn't, the Yankees are in trouble, I believe.
Yeah.
And what I like about what the Yankees did with Jose coming in, you've got now he's given the Yankees the mentality of his Tampa days, and I think that's going to really work out for really, really good for us. So
I like that move from day one. I was happy when they made that trade. Jose Calabaro.
Right. But and I like him. I like him very much. Richard has a comment here. Let's see. Joe, I'm working with a guy who has a podcast. Could not watch Yankees because he didn't have all the services that he would need.
Oh.
That's a joke. Oh yeah. Well, I've said that time and time again. Could you put your act together and put it in one system? Did the Yankees really have to go into the Gotham network? They teamed up with MSG. So the Yankees, today they're on Yes. Tomorrow they're on Amazon Prime. And then sometimes on Fridays they're on Apple. Then they're on Fox. They're on Fox. Then they're on ESPN. Where does it end? Where does it end? And even Michael Kay gets really annoyed. Like you said, I can't even do opening day. It's on ESPN. When the Yankees can't be by themselves on opening day for the New York fan, that's pathetic. That's greed for MLB. They're all greed. Greed. And they want to better the game. That's another Nathan, this is another thing I don't understand. The ball teams make a ton of money with the concessions. Why do you want to finish the game fast when you could be selling another 1,000 hot dogs and 20,000 more beers? It doesn't make sense. And I agree with Evan. It says it would be nice.
Also most of the stadiums, they stop selling alcohol after the 7th inning.
Right.
So that's another thing.
Yeah, in some cases, I can't blame them. But when it's cold, they sell hot chocolate like it's going out of style.
Yeah. Yep.
So why close that down? Why do you want to rush it? Big deal. How much time have we really saved? I would love a number as compared to 10 years ago. How much time have we really, really saved? The only way you're going to save if you have a low-scoring game and it goes fast. But what stops the game? All of these things. You're gonna challenge a call. Sometimes that takes 3 minutes or more. Then you're gonna have this stoppage. And then the player can get out of the box for another minute. So they restart the clock. Where are they saving the time? Could somebody tell me?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Games finish.
Yeah.
If they start at 7:10 Eastern, there's never a game that finishes before maybe you'll get 9:45, but there's always clock.
And even with the ghost runner on second base, I still see around baseball, it's still hard for teams to get that runner in. I see games still going into the 10th inning, 11th inning. It's still hard for teams to get that runner in. It's no gimme nowadays.
Like Richard said, if something's worked for 125 years, why do you want to change it?
You know what? To make it more interesting, why not put the runner at third base?
Why don't you just give the road team a run and let the home team come up? It's the same thing.
I agree with Evan because some teams have a tough like even the Yankees do sometimes have a tough time getting the runner from second. But like and Joe said, the games still average around 3 hours, like 7 to 10, depending on the each inning, how each inning goes. It still averages 3 hours pretty much a game. So, what did Dennis say?
Dennis says, should we platoon Volpe and Jose for a while?
Ooh, I mean, Volpe's been hitting the ball well. Jose's your plug and play, but I think Jose will get a lot of playing time this series in this next 2 games. I think against the Rays.
Yeah,
but Volpe's been hitting the ball well. Still, you don't take him out of the lineup, but I don't know about a platoon situation, but I think in some games you'll see them probably. You'll see if I mean knowing Boone, he'll do it, but I think he'll give Volpe a rest and then put Jose in short. I don't know. Sure, but I don't know about platoon. Maybe like easier plug and play for shortstop. But I think but Jose will get a lot of playing time, in my opinion, in this series. Hopefully, starting tonight. I don't know. Let's see against the former team.
I agree. You should.
I do believe that Anthony Volpe will get a rest once a week now, because I think they have trust in Jose. I really do. I think they're going to do that. They and let's see. You know, I mean, they're playing the Red Sox this weekend. Which is the better choice, depending on the pitcher. But Jose, I think one way or the other, Jose is going to be in the lineup for his speed.
And that's a 4-game. That's a big 4-game series too.
Yep. It all starts Thursday night, guys. Well, our pregame shows, our postgame shows are going to be ignited, especially if the Yankees lose the game. I can't even imagine everybody just running. And what did they do? What did they do this? And why did Boone do that? And why did they, But it's very important for everybody to come on the stream definitely tomorrow night and listen to Jason Michaels, because he's going to tell you the truth. He has nothing to lose. And he said it himself. You ask him a hard question, he will give you that hard answer.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying how, you guys really, really want to know the lowdown, then you should come back to us tomorrow night.
Jason, he'll tell you about Aaron Boone too, like what he said on the show when we booked him the first time. And then he's really good friends with Aaron Boone. So if you want to ask any Aaron Boone questions, he'll answer it for you. So.
Yeah, no question about it. And kudos to Michael. So we're really, really looking forward to that. But first things first. And we're going to have Ken from The Ugly Truth in the daytime that hopefully will spark another Yankee moving closer to a first playoff run spot. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of stuff on NY Yankee Mania in the next few days, guys. So I would definitely get ready, make some time, get everything together. Because we're gonna spend a lot of time together, and we need all of you to rah us, man. We really do, because it's going to be a fun time. Especially, can you imagine September? All the games we're going to try to give you, that'll make sense for the Yankees, and also give us your opinion as we get to the games. Say, oh, hey Joe, Evan, we like to see so and so. Okay. We'll do our best to do it. If we get the stream, I think we will help. We will do it. If we can't get the stream, that's a different story. But I think we can, because I subscribe to just a lot of the things. A couple of things are for free because of T-Mobile, and T-Mobile gives you the baseball package for free every year now. Every year, nice. You can watch. You can watch it. So there's no excuse that we can't do a game. So put what you would like. We're gonna start out with what we did. We did the Met game because the Mariners. It was important to us. Tomorrow again the same thing. It's important to us. Then Wednesday, of course, we're doing the Yankees itself. Then we'll let you know what's going on for the rest of the week. So while the Yankees are playing the Red Sox, maybe we're doing Toronto if we can. Maybe we're doing, it doesn't matter. Cleveland. We'll see what we can do. So hang in there, but give us some of your thoughts, everyone. We'd really like to see that. We'd like to get your opinion. So what's going on today, Nitin? What's on the agenda? What are you doing today?
Thunder game.
It's on Thunder game tonight, and then we gotta finish some content, and then my team and I are reaching out to some of our players as we speak for your show, Joe. So.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. It's been really been a fun.
And also, guys, tonight is our Job on the Mouse show. Please tune in tonight at 7:30. We were supposed to have it yesterday, but we moved it to tonight. So our Job on the Mouse show is tonight at 7:30. Please tune in. We're gonna have. I booked Corey Hart, so we're gonna have Corey Hart on today. And Evan, I'm still waiting on Jaden to see what other day he's gonna do. So I'll keep you in the loop. I know that you want to tune in for the Jaden one, so I'll keep you in the loop for that one. But tonight we're having Corey Hart on the show, so tune in at 7:30. And also, obviously, Ken with the play-by-play tonight. Go follow the Ugly Truth. Ken is doing the play-by-play tonight for the Yankee game, so tune in there. And also our Job on the Mound show, and 7:30. So yeah, those what I have planned, and also Trent Thunder tonight. So a lot of things during the night.
Yep, and then our post game right after
post game show. Yep,
we're all looking forward to that, guys. So, basically, like I said, we have a lot of work to do and a lot of things happening. Evan, actually, Nitin, final thoughts.
Let's go Yankees. I'm hoping Rodon pitches the game today. Hopefully he'll go the distance 7 innings. He needs to go 7 innings, so I'm hoping he goes the distance. And then my stars hitting the game is Jose Calabro, if he's in the lineup. Probably Aaron Judge and Belly. So let's see.
Okay, great. And Evan, just a small preview of what we're going to talk about later on.
Yeah, I agree with Nathan. I think Rodon needs to have a good outing. I remember in May, Rodon, I think it was April, Rodon had a really good outing in Tampa Bay. So that was good to see. So he needs to do that again. Need to get length out of the starting pitching, of course. We need the offense to produce. I think I see Aaron Judge having a good series, but I would probably say Ben Rice has a really good series, and he'll be the MVP for us. And obviously, Jose Caballero needs to make a really good impact in this series as well to try to, because he knows the Tampa Bay Rays. He's been involved in that organization, so he should help us out a little bit with that too, game planning.
Okay, that sounds cool, everyone. So again, everyone. So we're going to first of all, I want each and every one of you. I hope you all have a really, really great Tuesday morning. Hopefully, it's as beautiful as it is in New York City, where you are, and come back to us. I also believe that Ken the Ugly Truth will have an open panel a little bit later on. I believe it's at 12:30, the last I heard. And and then we're going to have our pregame show at 4 p.m. Ken the Ugly Truth will do the play-by-play of the Yankee game, and there's also Jobber in the Mouth that's also on starting at 7:30, and all of that right after the game. We come right back here and we'll discuss the post game. Hopefully, as I always say, a happy recap. So with everything in mind, everyone, thank you so much.
Let's go Yankee.
Again, the people in the chat, we definitely apologize for anything. That happened in the past. And,
we apologize.
We're going to be we're cautious. We are looking at everything. At least everything is being looked at by the moderators, and that makes me very, very happy and proud. So, guys, thank you. And we are back to normal. And let's root for the Yankees. And we'll see you at 4 p.m. today. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless the Yankees. Most importantly, please love everyone around you and don't turn back, man. Life is too short. Let's live it and let's have fun. Take care, everybody. Let's go Yankees. See you at 4 p.m.
Let's go Yankees. Thank you, everyone.